Hi, it's been so long since I've done a video on Neurocath and I've had a lot going on in my life and some personal things that I've been dealing with, but I wanted to come on and do a video because I've got an update. I have been on the NHS waiting list for an autism assessment for over 2 years now, and about 2 weeks ago I got a phone call and I have got my autism assessment in 4 days time. This video is all about how I have been preparing for my autism assessment. I was diagnosed with ADHD last year, combined type ADHD, and I did that through Right to Choose. At the time when I put my referral in for Right to Choose, the doctor's secretary told me it was better if I just chose one or the other, ADHD or autism. At the time I chose ADHD because I thought that the ADHD symptoms were the ADHD traits were a lot more obvious. I finally got my autism assessment in 4 days time. What I did when I very first got referred, initially before going through Right to Choose, I was on the NHS waiting list for ADHD as well. Again, this was over 2 years ago. I kept notes on my phone for ADHD and autism. And every time something came into my head that I know that other people don't do and other people don't struggle with, I wrote it down. I wrote down traits from things that I could remember from childhood that made me think, I'm not sure about that. Is that ADHD? Is it autism? What is that? I've been keeping these notes for over 2 years now. Just over 2 years. The woman who rang me about my autism assessment, she is lovely, and she was telling me that I've been assigned to her and she will be doing my assessment, but then it'll be also going to a panel of people who will help make the decision. She asked me about a family member coming with me for the assessment, and that's something that I've been a bit worried about. I wasn't sure how I would get past that part because, like, for some people we don't have that relationship with our family, and I'm not going to go into too many details, but I didn't feel like I could ask either of my parents. I explained this to her and she was absolutely lovely about it, and she said, well, I asked if I could even bring my sister, and she said I didn't need to because she would send me a questionnaire, and if I wanted to I could send that to my sister and she could answer whatever she could. I sent the questionnaire to my sister, and to be honest, I looked through the questions and I knew there was going to be a lot she wouldn't be able to answer, but she did answer whatever she could, and she actually even got in touch with some certain family members to ask for information, which was really helpful for me. I could actually answer some of the questions myself, but not all of them. Basically, what I've done is I've got the note with the questionnaire with all her answers on there, and I've written down which ones I've answered. And then on the others, I've just put don't know, which the lady who called me said is absolutely fine because not everyone can get those answers, and that's fine. What I'm going to be doing later on today, I'm going to be emailing the woman who's doing my assessment. I will send her back the answers from the questionnaire that she sent, that my sister's answered and I've answered. I'm just going to copy and paste all my notes I've been making for the last 2 years and send that to her as well, just so she's got the chance to read through them. And she can then, if she wanted to ask me any questions about them, that's fine too. Another thing I'm going to be doing is I'm going to dig out, well, it's in my email somewhere, my ADHD diagnosis report, and I'm going to try and send that to her as well, because not only does it talk about ADHD, it talks about the anxiety and depression scale, but it also mentions autism as well. And if I remember rightly, it did mention that I met a lot of the criteria for an autism diagnosis. I'm going to send that to her as well, just so she's got as much information as possible. I actually know roughly where I'll be going for my autism assessment. It's based in the grounds of a local hospital, so I actually have to drive past this hospital to go somewhere else. If I didn't, I would be doing practice runs, because this is what I do. If I have something important and I don't know where it is, I'll do a practice run, even a few times if needed. I know where I'm going, but I think I roughly know where I'm going, so I will be okay with that. For my actual assessment, I'm going to make sure I've got a comfy outfit to wear, which is not hard for me because I always make sure I wear comfy clothes. I don't know about you, but I wear the same. I've got a certain amount of clothes, but I pretty much wear like the same 3 or 4 outfits, and I obviously do wash them but I can't decide what to wear, so I always wear these specific outfits. One of those is going to be the outfit I'll wear on the day, and I just know that it's comfy and it's not going to irritate me in any way. I'm going to be doing that. I'm going to make sure I take water with me, a decent amount of water, because I'm going to be there for 4 hours. So I won't need to take food, because when I have a protein shake in the morning, that is really filling and it fills me up all day, so I won't need to take any food. But if you're preparing for your autism assessment, then maybe it might be worth taking some snacks or whatever. As I say, the lady was lovely and she said I could have as many breaks as I needed, so I'll just see how it goes on the day. Luckily my assessment's going to be within school hours, so while my youngest daughter's at school, so that makes it much easier for me. And it's at 10 in the morning, which is amazing, because obviously being neurodivergent, when we have an appointment later in the day, it's literally all we can think about. We can't focus on anything else. In my head, I know that I can, in the morning, I'll just be focused on getting my daughter ready, getting her to school, and making my way to my assessment, which makes it so much easier. I'm not feeling that nervous about my assessment. I am feeling quite excited, and I think it'll be 2 years and 3 months that I've been on the waiting list by the time on the day of my assessment. I'm quite excited. It sounds a bit weird, it's just because I just want to understand myself. Whether or not I am autistic, I don't know. I feel like I am. I've definitely got ADHD, and obviously I'll find out soon enough. But I just wanted to do this video to say how I'm preparing for my autism assessment, in case it's something that's coming up for you as well. Thank you so much for watching. I will keep you updated. I'll let you know how it went, and I'll be doing more videos soon. Thank you, bye.